thinking of me began to matter, but I'm glad that it no longer does. Because there's nothing sadder than teachers and builders building unimportant and pretentious matters into matters of fact. The fact of the matter is my matter material is constructed from indestructible fibers, and the spontaneous combustion you would have hoped to have incited cannot be credited to your lackluster substance or inconsequential existence. For instance, putting me in precarious situations because today you love me, but tomorrow you'll hate me, begs the question, are you crazy? You should never underestimate me. Never give yourself so much plausibility you convince yourself you could debase me. The best have tried and they too have failed. They finally realized they couldn't conquer someone who prevailed in the war within themselves. Fight manic depression, diagnosed as mild to moderate because you didn't have enough trust or courage to be honest with a $150 an hour psychologist.
Okay.
Fight suicide rendering heartbreak, bred from jealousy and hate because your so-called ace would gladly take the piece from your life so she could proudly announce she got a piece of the proverbial pie that came in the form of your significant other. Fight to understand the love and pride of your mother because you're plagued by questionable decisions and shame. Beat yourself up because your life is a mess when you should be a success because you were given the best. But due to emotional instability, you live in a state of constant distress. Then, put me to the test. See, I've been there, done that. Wrote and produced the soundtrack, did the lead and background vocals, and damn it, I sang the hell out of that. But I made it. I stand tall because even at a little over 5'3", I'm bigger than my worst enemy could ever be. As El Sharif, my given name defines me as nobility. As passion no less necessary, I'm an oratorical mystery. I'm not on Twitter, but you should definitely follow me. Swallow me because passion fruit leaves are used medicinally. Put you to sleep, lower blood pressure, and relieve anxiety. Inhale me because I exhale truth like it's CO2 because the blood of my Savior covers my spiritual roof. My foundation is built on the rock of Gibraltar. I pray and seek understanding at wisdom's altar, and if this were biblical times, they'd call me King Solomon's daughter. I'll be your sacrificial lamb, but much like Isaac, God will intervene and I'll be spared from the slaughter. To my listeners, record and reiterate this. To my readers, it's copyrighted, but photocopy and circulated. Tell all that hate that their egos are too big to share your airspace and perhaps they should relocate to a bigger state, preferably Texas, where the nexus appeal they affiliate with themselves can be quelled, where they can be humbled, tumble down a few notches because they've clearly forgotten from whence they've come. Tell them, I said I wasn't created to be desecrated by those so sold on self-admiration and adulation. Your hate for me once instilled hesitancy, but I got my mind right. And your envy now propels me to voraciously encourage you to identify what you see in me that for you is with a certain unattainability, and ask yourself, how can I step my life up to be considered for a spot on her team? I got an album for sale, please buy it. That's on the album. And on December 11th, we have a show at the Art Gallery. On Home Advice. And the doors open at 5. It's from 5:30 to 8. Admission is $5. It's going to be a great show. It's the 2-year anniversary of Urban Voices Heard. Chances to host. Peace. Buy my CD.